Hey guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Angel, and on here I talk about my craft business, my crochet business. I make more than just crochet though. I do stitch markers, I do silicone wristlets, that kind of thing. But today is Tuesday, so it is a Talk About My Market Tuesday. I had a market on, I believe it was Saturday. I just have it as May 18th, so do with that as you will. I cannot remember. I'm pretty sure it was Saturday, but I've like this month it's like been between Saturdays and Sundays, so I just can't remember. I want to say it was a Saturday though. But for what sold, I had sold one whale, 2 clownfish, one of my stitch markers, one of my bronchiosauruses, 3 of my acrylic axolotls, one of my stingrays, one of my pickles, 2 of my octos, 2 of the tofu, the turtle, 2 of my scrubbies, 1 of my mushrooms, and then the blanket yarn bee. I have some in acrylic, I have some in blanket, but altogether I made $105. My booth fee was $30, so I only made $75. But the reason I did that show wasn't really to make money for that one. It was to support the local community. I'm from Midland, Michigan area, Sanford, Saginaw, around that area. But when the Midland Sanford flood happened, I was in it. I lost everything 4 years ago, and this was the celebration of the rebuild for the Sanford flood. And if you don't know about the Sanford flood, in Sanford there was a beach, and on one end of it there was a dam that was holding the water back. There was a dam failure, the dam collapsed, and everything flooded from Sanford all the way to Midland into Saginaw. It was, that day was very rough for me because I had a 6-month-old baby, plus I had my mom's cats and my cat. Or no, I had 3 cats at that point. So I had my mom's 2 cats and my 3 cats. And we drove something that is supposed to only take us about 45 minutes. It took us 5 hours because we had to detour all the way around to be able to get around all of the bridges that were possibly going to be hit by the flood. I actually I was only 2 or 3 miles away from the river. So when the flood hit, it hit us, and it hit us hard. We were in a bi-level, so the bottom floor was halfway under the ground. I lived on the bottom floor. My mom lived on the top. She didn't lose anything. I lost everything. Me, my daughter, and my ex, my daughter's father, we lost everything. We rebuilt. My hometown was amazing when I was there. I ended up going back to my hometown to stay with my uncle while the flood had happened. And when we got there, I posted on the Vassar page stating, I was in the Midland flood. I've got a 6-month-old baby. I'm not worried about myself. I need things for her. They asked me my size. They asked me my ex's size. They asked, what size is my daughter in, because she was a preemie. So I needed 3 to 6 months instead of 6 to 9 months where she actually would have been. But so we, they helped with everything. They got her a crib. They got her all of the toys that she needed, like not toys, but like a walker, a rock, like the balance. It's like a balance ball on the bottom, but then like it's got toys all around it, and it just balances back and forth. Like those kinds of things. Those are what they helped out with. But then, excuse me, so that show actually hits very, very close to home for me because I was in that flood. You know, I've watched that town rebuild itself from the bottom up because of that flood. The whole town got wiped out. And it was devastating. It was absolutely devastating. And all the proceeds from that show go into the town. They go from the event coordinator to the town. She does that one because she also lived in Midland. She also was affected by the flood. So all of the proceeds from that show, there was about 40 booths and there were $30 each. So give or take about $700 roughly. I'm way off. Whatever. So all of that went to help rebuild the town. It helps rebuild the roads that still have not been repaired. After 4 years, they're still rebuilding. They're still trying to get everything together. And there's not much we really can do except just get it together. But this next week I will have two different shows that I will be talking about. I just signed up. I literally today just signed up for the Saginaw Memorial Cup 10-day event, but I'm only going to be doing 4 out of the 10 days. They are from noon till 2:30 in the morning. They are outside. I won't be staying until 2:30 in the morning. You can bet your bottom dollar. There's no way. But I'll probably be staying till about 8 o'clock on those days. But then Sunday, this next weekend, I have a food truck event, which we can't do the food truck part anymore, because the township's being finicky. So it's pretty much just turned into a family fun day of, we go out, we have all of our little different, stuff for a family event. I have a few things that I cannot take because they are not family friendly. Because I have crocheted, I don't want to get dinged, but they're pretty much bongs. That's pretty much what they are. They are crocheted bongs. And then I also have Peters. I cannot take either of them. I already talked to the coordinator. She said, because this is a family fun day, please don't. I'm like, okay. That's why I asked. But I did have a couple orders that I could not accept because I do not do the card. The card readers will not hook up to my phone. No clue why. I can't get it to work. But I accept Cash App, PayPal, and Venmo. And that helped me for at least one of my sales. And one of them, immediately the little girl walked up to one of my bronchiosauruses, snatched it, and then she just held it to her heart like my little daughter, my baby did, and it hit home. I'm like, oh my god, my baby, because those are my babies. But anyways, guys, I think that's pretty much the rundown. I'm probably going to be having more shows, so I will have more to bring to the table on these days. But I set up a babysitter for my 2 daughters. My one daughter's still probably going to go to the shows with me, but my other daughter, she's too young. She's 2 years old. There's no way. There's no way she'll be able to sit through the shows with me. But at least my one daughter is going to start. She actually helped me with this last weekend. And she did pretty well for being 4, almost 5. But worked through all the gimmicks and all fun jazz. But anyways, guys, if you like this type of content, don't forget to like and subscribe. And if you have any, I'm going to go back to my Friday pattern. pattern and stuff, I do free pattern reviews for Instagram, YouTube, and Pinterest. Pretty much anywhere that I can find a free pattern in a multiple of 5. I have to be able to find 5 patterns on that site for me to be able to do it. But if you guys have any suggestions for those, leave a comment. Let me know which ones you want to see. If you could pop in a link so then I can click on it and I can know the exact one you want. And I'm sorry that I look rough. My hair is not working with me today. It's really frizzy because of the heat wave that we are going through. Anyways, if you have any suggestions, leave them in the comments. And I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye, guys.